Artistic brought out from second and is driving at Take Down the Flag with less than 3/8 complete on the way to the half. Right there in third is Damien Sealster, a witness to the early battling. Artistic is still working to clear. He finally does. Take Down the Flag now firmly back in second. Damien Sealster third. Bobby Tom Jack brought first out from fourth. Lease on Life a second over fifth. Strong Life sixth on the outside. Then Oi Oi Oi, an inaugural ball. Fast move by Bobby Tom Jack. He drives past for the lead. 57-1 in the half. Bobby Tom Jack quickly opening three up front, moving into the final turn. Artistic is back in second, uncovered on the outside, and driving on up is Lease on Life. And Take Down the Flag brought back out again from fourth. Damien Sealster is fifth. Strong Life sixth on the outside, then inaugural ball, and Oi 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 has backed away from the field and is out of it. Bobby Tom Jack at the top of the stretch, 125 3/4. He was 27-4 in the third. Bobby Tom Jack, Lease on Life is right up alongside and comes past Lease on Life. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go in the first division of the Champlain Stakes. 2-year-old open pace. Lease on Life and Campbell. Take Down the Flag came on to be second. Artistic reclaims third at the inside. Lease on Life wins the first division by 2. Take Down the Flag second. Artistic third. Damien Sealster fourth. Bobby Tom Jack was fifth. It's a new stakes record, 153-2. Lease on Life in the Champlain Stakes. Take Down the Flag second. From the top, 854, 17632. The second race winner to Woodbine's infield winners enclosure for Lease on Life. Life's on 2-year-old bay colt from Lady Joanna, owned by Jack Darling Stables Limited of Windsor, Dan Smith of Dorchester, trained by Jack Darling, driven to victory by John Campbell. All the connections from the North America Cup Winners Circle with Gothic Dream on June 14th, reunited here on September 6th for the Grand Circuit Champlain Stakes with Lease on Life. His 3rd and 8th this year is a lifetime best and a stakes record. 153-2 by 2/5 of a second, better than Yankee Cam and Safety Patrol of last year. Champlain Stakes record, Lease on Life in the second. The Winners Enclosure Trophy presentation made by Mr. Stephen Mitchell, the Ontario Jockey Club's Vice President of On-Track Operations.
Co-owner Dan Smith with Jack Darling owns the colt that won the first elimination of the Champlain Stakes. Now this colt, Lease on Life, finished third in the Metro Stakes last week, Dan, in the Consolation. And he actually went a huge trip, even though his two stablemates beat him. What does that say about him?
Well, I mean, those other two colts, we're pretty high on them. And this is a good colt. I mean, he raced tough and he hung tough right through it. And he showed last week that he's a game horse.
Going to have a chance to watch the stretch drive. Now I have to ask you where you purchased this horse. You usually buy your horses as yearlings, but there's a little different story on this colt.
Yeah, I bought him in January at Meadowlands Mix Sale. It was a dispersal for the people in Ohio, the people that bred Lady Jate, and he happened to have the same type of pedigree as Lady Jate. And Jack told me to go around, and we had Carter do a look at the horse, and we bought him in January. He's just barely a yearling.
And of course, that was the early sale, so he's actually between weanling time and a yearling time. And you were given a price to pay for this horse, weren't you, by your partner, Jack?
Yeah, 30 to 35. And like Jack said, when the price was 40, he knew I bought him.
He knew that you wouldn't stop there.
No, it's usually the way with me. The reason I thought, 30, 35, a 40 probably was going to be my last bid, but 35 or 40, really, when you buy in yearlings, is not much difference.
No. Well, that was a terrific win, and maybe you'll be back. You're coming up in a few more races later on. That's Lease on Life winning the first Champlain division.